Modern public surveillance methods owe their creation to the development of closed-circuit television and breakthroughs in video storage. Closed-circuit television, or CCTV, was first utilized by Nazi Germany in 1942 for the remote study of V-2 rocket testing. The only issue with these early models of CCTV was that they could not be recorded, and live screening was the only way to observe the testing. As years passed, though, CCTV was adopted by the private and public sector form governments. CCTV's continued effectiveness relied on people viewing live feeds continuously. CCTV did not receive a reliable recording method until the popularity of VCR in the late 70s. Eventually, the CCTV method was phased out once the advent of digital cameras arrived. These digital cameras provided ease of access from any location that had internet, and the storage of footage was no longer a major concern. However, these developments in surveillance technology never would have occurred if world events didn't demonstrate the need for effective surveillance methods. All of these events have naturally led to the utilitarian need for public surveillance.
Positive to the emergence of CCTV surveillance is how much it can help authorities in identifying suspects. So suspects who claim to not be present when a crime occurs can have their stories corroborated whenever they have the footage from where they were sent to authorities.
When a suspect can't be located but CCTV footage proves they were responsible for a crime, authorities can use this footage to help identify the suspect through various means, such as software or releasing this to the public.
Hey, where's my laptop? Wait a minute, is that my laptop? Hey, yo, could you bring that laptop, please? I think that's my laptop, bro. Hey. Is that yours?
Yeah, it's mine.
Bullshit. Let me see that.
It's not bullshit.
What?
Man, what are you doing?
Damn. Dude, who has my laptop?
I don't know. Was it you sleeping there?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's a camera, man. Let's look up there.
Oh, nice.
There are several negatives to using security cameras, such as how insecure they can be. Cameras are susceptible to being hacked and used for unintended purposes. There's also no guarantee that the person monitoring the footage has good intentions.
Let's see what this guy is up to. Hacking into camera 2 for a better look. Got him.
We can connect up to our mobile camera with the password SuperSafe142, click on server mode, and immediately take control of the device. So we've got a nice live feed, and we can see the rest of the room. Of course, there's an even bigger issue. I mean, that took less than a minute to hack. It was easy. Most people don't even bother changing the password. We've done a lot of research looking for these devices online. I found 540,000 of them running a default configuration. Now, that means we're able to find things like this school in the United States. No password, audio capabilities to listen to the children, or this petrol station in what I believe is Malaysia. This is actually a HD camera where you can zoom in and you can see the credit card details and the PIN number. And it's feeding out to the internet. You can see the till code that's used to unlock the tills. And my personal favourite, there's actually a view of all the chocolate bars. So you can see the absolute best time to rob this store and gain maximum Mars bars. Obviously very important to any attacker.
As seen in this YouTube surveillance video, it's very easy to hack into these cameras and gain access to secure info. They can also be used by terrorists to bring more awareness to their actions and potentially encourage copycats. In addition to the immense cost of these cameras, eating up approximately 20% of the criminal defense budget of the United Kingdom, they have been proven to not reduce crime.
Chilling new details have emerged in the case of a mass shooting at the University of North Texas. We go now live to news anchor Lauren Garlington at the scene.
Thank you, Ryan. We have received word that the mass shooter, known locally as the Giraffe Killer, actually sought out security cameras in an attempt to achieve notoriety with his disgusting acts. We have chosen not to reveal his identity. However, we have received the actual security camera footage of the shooting. We would like to warn you, what you're about to see is extremely graphic.
Soon the giraffe will have his revenge.
So according to a study by the ACLU, African Americans were between 1.5 to 2.5 times more likely to be surveilled than one would expect compared to the percent that they made up in the population.
There are many concerns about privacy when it comes to security cameras. Did you know you were being filmed here? Cameras could be present and recording at any time without your knowledge. However, classroom cameras could potentially have their advantages.
Okay, class, we're doing our quiz, second to last one of the semester. It's going to be worth 10% like any of the other ones. Now, last class I did have instances where people were cheating. We did catch them. They're expelled now, so I do not see any of you doing that. Be completely off. Basically, the test is going to be, quiz is going to be over 4.1 to 5.5. Need you to pass this to your lab. The eyes will be on paper.
Can't we postpone this till next week?
No.
We can do it.
No, I don't
Oh, come on.
All right, your quiz is ready now, so no more talking. So you have 20 minutes to take the quiz. I'll write that down on the board. Do you have any phones or anything else? Good.
This classroom camera clearly catches a student cheating by looking at another classmate's paper. Once again, the classroom camera catches another instance of cheating when a student pulls out his cell phone.
Time now, 7:20, 7:40. 3 pens down at that point.
They're also in the area.
One often overlooked form of public surveillance is the use of dash cameras in cars, both by citizens and by police officers. Police dash cam footage can be used to solve cases or even to expose police brutality. For example, the case of LeVar Jones. An officer asks for his license and registration. As Jones goes into his vehicle to retrieve them, the cop pulls out his weapon and fires multiple times. This is a clear case of excessive and unnecessary force. The officer was fired and charged with assault and battery of a high and aggravated nature, a felony that can result in up to 20 years in prison. It is very likely that without this dash cam footage, no charges would have been brought against the officer. However, police dash cams are not perfect. Officers can turn off the cameras whenever they want, allowing them to get away with things. But if they were not allowed to turn them off, they could be considered an invasion of privacy, especially when it comes to body cameras.
Surveillance cameras can help with like accident litigation, don't you think? Am I right?
Well, I agree that it can help and it has some potential to be beneficial. I'm just not sure if the costs justify the negligible advantage that you can gain from these cameras, because I mean these crimes are still committed anyway. A lot of these perpetrators aren't actually found. The people monitoring these cameras are lazy and lose their attention after about 20 minutes or so. And there's no, I mean, who's monitoring the people who are monitoring these cameras, and what type of purposes could they be using this footage for that may not be legal?
So you brought up two good points that I would like to counter. And first thing is, most of the times when we look at surveillance cameras is not, we look at it when an incident happens, right? People cannot just stare at a camera for hours and hope for something to happen. So yeah, so bringing to your point of laziness, that defeats that purpose. And the other point was who's monitoring these people, right? That's, you can say that to anything, who's monitoring government agencies. There's always fact checks that people do to prevent things from happening.
Right, but with that same point, we've already seen so much evidence of corruption in these government agencies. We've seen issues in the past where these surveillance camera footages have been used to blackmail people, essentially, particularly back in the 90s when a police officer used the CCTVs to check the license plates of people who were at gay clubs and essentially blackmail them.
Sometimes you can have video that looks really damning against someone, but it would only show like a limited portion of what happened. So somebody could look like they're perhaps hitting somebody, like T-boning them, but in reality it could be that the car that they hit made an illegal turn, which wasn't caught on camera, but the fact that they were caught on camera doing the T-boning would make it look like it was their fault.
I think at the end of the day, it's just all left up to interpretation. It's however you want to, you choose, you want to deal with it. There's never going to be one solution that satisfies everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
so at the end of the day, it's going to have to be a compromise.
I guess in conclusion, there's always benefits and disadvantages of good technology, and how we use it, like he said, is key. There will be people who would misuse it, and there is times that it really helps. So how we choose as a society to benefit from this technology is key.